where creators come and just feel like they can accomplish anything and do anything that they feel like they can do and accomplish. You're gonna cut that part out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This feels right, man. What's up, Nairobi? Yeah. Hey, ooh, this feels right. This feels right. This feels right. Oh, feels so right. Feels so right. This feels right. Yeah. Hey, the world just changed for a lot of people in a lot of places. In fact, for everybody and everything in the world. Everywhere, all at the same time. And so right now there's a lot of uncertainty, a lot of what's going on? What do I do? How do I do it? How do I live? When does normal come back? There is no normal returning. However, we get to set the normal. And so one of the things that's really important is that we preserve the space of art and creativity, because that's what's gonna guide us through and out of this dancing and get us through the tears and the pain that is inevitable. There's a lot of change taking place, a lot of shifting circumstances. And so this is a story about an ode to a place, a feeling that's in all of us. And it's called KWETU. So this is my introduction to my journey home to KWETU. It's everything. It's anything. It's all love. And it's coming. Like I wrote most of my rhymes sitting at a table like this. Yeah. Early and often I was often on another plane or terrain, I created a zone. And in my new home, I would often roam alone in the world that I was probably on. I let it be known that the earth was my home, even though they looked at me like I was horribly wrong. My origin never changed, so my answer stayed the same. After we exchanged names, I'm probably gone. Hey, I often thought that they were errantly drawn, suckered into playing games that could never be won. Hey, I could never be one. So I chose to paint a path and live a life that's yet to be born, a depiction of the world that is yet to be drawn. Though I know it's in the belly and it's ready to come. If you can feel it, ball up your fingers, tuck in your thumbs, raise up your hands and say, we'll no longer run. Hey, I just want you to see, yeah, you are already free. You're searching for something. You're searching for something outside you. It's in you. It's in you. I just want you to see. I just want you to see. You are already free. You are already free. You're searching for something. You're searching for something outside. It's in you. It's in you. I just want you to see. Wait, let's back up and show you how this all started. Hard Rock Cafe. We took over Stockholm. So many times I heard that I was gifted. I opened my mind and then started to give gifts, boxed in behind chains and locks that were given from elders and teachers who knew nothing different. From teaching and training, I'm reaching for greatness. My push for our freedom is riddled with patience that sucked on the blue pill. Now exaggeration hides what is real and it's trying my patience. Glad I know what changes, I can see it's changing. Some of you are waiting while we fighters are here hanging in. We need more of the feminine to counteract the masculine energy, the castanet, the de-romance passionate acts and actions that project the balance that we can't neglect. Children are our future, yet it seems at times we forget. I'm steadily moving forward, though right now I'm reaching out for ya.
Reaching out to you, can you feel me?
One time,
I see you every day, don't you see me?
I see you every day. Hey, what's up?
I want you in my life, come on hurry.
Hey, just come for a minute.
I gotta make it right, won't you take me?
Alright, so like, we knew we had something. We just didn't know where yet. We're coming out to this first thingy that we're starting here in Stockholm. I think we're about to do something that no one's ever seen before. We went everywhere. We took the party to the subway, to the castle, the train stations, bowling alleys, concert halls, to the rallies. We've gone to bars, clubs, see, we grew our family with hugs. We hugged strangers who became friends. What I ask that you do is find somebody in this room right now that you've never met, that you've never seen, and give them a hug. Find someone that you've never met and give them a hug. Just take two arms. So look right here on this wall. Hey, hug somebody that you never met before. Hug somebody in the back, in the front, left, right. This is the Can Jam, y'all. We give hugs. Hugs are easy. Come on, hugs. Come on, hugs. Come on, hugs. And I'll take it. We opened our rehearsals to anyone. We hosted rehearsals at youth centers. We taught our songs to anyone that wanted to learn. And it grew. Exponentially. Organically. And it continues to grow.
Searching for something inside you.
I seen the mountaintop,
And it don't mean that.
and it don't mean that.
I should
It don't mean I should stop.
I'm going.
I'm going.
No going left.
There's no going left.
I'm going.
I'm going till my last breath.
After Europe, when we thought it was over, it was only just beginning. In Costa Rica, a beacon. An invite was sent to all of the super creatives to create with us. And the rock stars came home.
Cold wind blows, I can feel it in my bones. Shaking street light and standing on the road. Oh. Yeah.
They're still coming
I'm
home.
addicted to you. I'm 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 addicted to you. Ne dum dara damala, dama odiara. Ne dum dara damala, dama odiara. Ne seina.
Hey, they like the funk. Da, da, ba-da-da-da-da. This is not just music, no. It's a rhythmic movement.
It's a rhythmic movement.
Speaking to the system.
Speaking to the system.
Through your speaker system.
Through your speaker system.
Similar to our time in Europe, it has become the largest attraction in the area, the Can Jam. And now we are taking home on the road. Even in the midst of a tropical storm with rolling power outages, we will be ready to bear all. This is not just music. This is the Christiano Can Experience. This is Christiano Can and friends. Yeah, look, true story. And so after that, how I met Fadhilee was pretty much one of my band members in Costa Rica was going through a life transition. And
he went to Kenya. He went to Nairobi, Mombasa, met up with Rashid. Rashid introduces him to the music community, which he supports in a really dope way. From there, he meets Fadhilee, Kasiva, jumps in on a session, and records all these videos of these performances and comes back with these stories, and we listen to him. He tries to show us all these videos, but he keeps repeating this name, Christiano, you and Fadhilee, oh man, you, Fadhilee, and Tetu. I actually talked about Tetu's show was one of the best performances he's ever seen in his life. So, fast forward, my homie goes, my bass man of the same band goes to Stockholm, meets Fadhilee, says, yo, Christiano, just recorded a session with Fadhilee. He heard our music, wants to work with us, wants to work with you, and I think it'd be amazing if you guys meet. Okay, this is 2 people out of 4 in 2 places in the world to talk about this one guy and how we should connect. Fast forward, I go to Stockholm. Me and Merps up on a plane. I meet Fadhilee in Gamla Stan at a gallery Diva, and it took us all of 3 minutes to know that this was something. Lo and behold, things line up. I pop up in Nairobi, and the introduction that Fadhilee gave me to the city and to the community and to the world, there's nothing that can ever fully encompass or explain what shifted and changed in both of us. In fact, he went through some things in his life just based on helping me get to this new space where I'm reaching back to you, Fadhilee, and KWETU, and Jamal. So, yeah.
Watch me disappear, girl, watch me disappear, watch me disappear. You say I'm not invisible, baby, watch me disappear, watch me disappear, watch me disappear. Oh, 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 disappear, disappear.
As much as this is an ode and a thank you and trying to introduce the world and Kenya and Nairobi to what you have and had, this is just the acknowledgement of a gift that is in all of us. We all need the KWETU in you. So the rest of this story is different pieces you'll hear, different things that'll be shared. But yeah, KWETU, it's a thing.
Hey everybody, my name is Fadhilee Itulya. I am one of the partners and founders of KWETU SPACE. The other is Jamal, Vibe Tribe Africa. And we are really, of course, affected by the pandemic that is happening globally, coronavirus. And we have been hit hard. We've had to close down our space, KWETU. KWETU SPACE has been pretty much a hub for creatives. It's been a space where artists from all walks of life have come to just share their art, to learn, to exchange with other artists. They have come there also to have a space where traveling musicians could have a place to stay affordably and also have a rehearsal space at the same time, encounter local musicians and local Nairobi-based artists, and also artists from other places who were at the place, at the space at that time. It's been a place where budding creatives have had an opportunity to share their content. We've had DJs come to the space and also just share their work. We've had theme nights, hip-hop night. We've had poetry nights. We've had photographers come and share the content. We've had artists display their craft. We've had so much has happened in terms of creative art. We've had just people who just need a working space that is a bit artistic, come and just chill at the space and, you know, order a coffee and or a drink and just chill. So it's been that for a long period of time. And we've been hit hard by, of course, the pandemic, and we've had to close down. So we're just reaching out to anyone who want to be party to salvaging the situation. We're happy to receive whatever kind of ideas you have and how you can support, and we can definitely come back stronger and better.
Hey, what's up? Hi Fadhilee, hi Christiano. I don't know, my heart feels heavy having to talk about KWETU, because I have a lot of emotion when I think of KWETU. Fadhilee is not only a friend. Fadhilee has transformed to being part of my family, part of my work, part of somebody I look up to, and somebody that I go through life with. Fadhilee lives in my heart, and I think Fadhilee lives in a lot of people's hearts because of his generosity, his humility, and especially his humility, and his pure heart. You know, Fadhilee not only works hard, you know, look at his album KWETU, you know, that inspired this space that we all share, you know, a place that we share in art, and we become one. It's a place for community to let loose. It's for the artists to express themselves, to feel free, to exist, and to forget that there's so much bad happening in the world. For a little second, when we checked into KWETU, it was bliss, it was joy, it was happiness, but most of all, it was love. And COVID has happened, and KWETU has had to relocate to Kakamega, which is a bit far away. But I believe KWETU is in our hearts, for us who can't reach Kakamega right now. But most of all, I feel like after this pandemic, we will bring back KWETU physically. But for now, KWETU lives in our hearts. And Fadhilee, thank you. Thank you for giving us this gift.
Three quick questions, three quick answers. This is not three, this is one. So three. What is KWETU? KWETU, apart from the obvious Swahili meaning home, it also bears a connotation of belonging. It's actually the feeling that you feel once you set foot in the space. You feel appreciated, you feel you're belonging, and you feel like people acknowledge your presence and you are more or less invited. That's what you feel once you set foot in the place. The mood, the vibes, everything, yeah, it's very inviting for all people of all walks of life. I think KWETU is more than a home, and that's the feeling I have for the place. What does it mean for the creative community? I think KWETU is a space of people with shared characteristics, a space of people with unified ideas, a space where people can come, create, share and act upon different objectives. I think KWETU means a lot, especially for the young upcoming creatives in Kenya. They can basically utilize the space to expand their network ties, of course meet new people, and reach out and grow and see themselves grow in the mirror of those who are already in the industries. And people can basically interact and see themselves lift each other together as time goes by. And that's what it means for the creative community. Who is Fadhilee? Fadhilee is a brother, He's a good father. Fadhilee is an artist. Fadhilee is an activist. Fadhilee is a creative entrepreneur. And most of all, I think Fadhilee, I see him as a community spokesman who raises voice to speak on various community ideas and also like preserve our traditional Kenyan music, which is a form of art and traditional Kenyan heritage that might get lost if the young creatives in the industry don't talk about. I think that's why I see him as a special community spokesman in that sense. Yep, so that's me. Peace.
My name is Makadem. I'm a musician. I want to talk about KWETU, the venue in Jamhuri. The first time I went there, I was blown off because of the setup and everything. To me, KWETU is a place where artists should rehearse, have to rehearse. It's so convenient, it's so welcoming, it's so artistic. Actually gives you the creativity just by being there, rehearsing there. The place is quite the best rehearsal space, and also you can do other things, like if you have a show, you want to throw a small show, very, very personal, you know, that's the place to go to. A show that's not more than 100 people, probably 50, 60, 70 there, you can do it. So to me, that's the home. It's a home. It's not just a rehearsal space. It's a home for artists in Nairobi. And I think we need places like KWETU. Why? Because they encourage artists to be creative and to do stuff. Because then now, instead of artists trying to do other funny things around, they concentrate on their artist work, because it's not expensive, it's quite affordable, it's negotiable. That makes it really the place that entices, that appeals to the younger artists who want to live their life as musicians, or to try to come into music and start doing stuff. They need such venues, because you can even do a residency there. It has rooms. Man, KWETU is just KWETU, like in Swahili, it means our home, our place. Yeah. And thanks to Fadhilee, because Fadhilee, on the first time when he booked me, when he was doing his pop-ups somewhere near Riara, I realized that he's one guy who doesn't want to go fast. He wants to go far. And what do I mean by he wants to go far, not fast, is because when you want to go fast, you go alone. When you want to go far, you go with the community. So this is a great musician. Nowadays I call him a Mutibo man, because he's reinvented himself with this guitar as a Mutibo man, something that most people of his age are not really going for. And he's really doing it so well. Like one of the new songs he's done, I really find it so dope. And I was watching his show recently during the Corona pandemic, and yeah, I couldn't help like. So he's a great musician, a great Mutibo man, reviving the Mutibo sound.
Afrika mwana mwana, Afrika mwana mwana, Afrika mama mwana, Afrika mwana mwana.
This guy is Lefty, and between Lefty and Fadhilee, these two gave me the entire KWETU experience, the entire home, you're at home brothers experience. Fadhilee introduced me into the entertainment and gave me this love, this cushion, this man is really inexplainable. So the first place that Lefty takes me is to the library in Kosovo. where he grew up and a place where he found solace for himself, because he's a really dope artist. He's a musician, he's a comedian, and he can draw really well. And so we went there, and along the way we walked through the neighborhood, the community. I was introduced, told some stories, and then we run into this guy.
Yeah, here in Kenya now boys have come together and they are doing genge tune. Now that is part of saying that stopping the crime. Now we come together and we do genge tune. I myself, I am a musician. I do genge tune. I have some songs,
some lyrics.
Some lyrics.
Let me hear you.
With genge tune.
Yeah, let me see your lyrics.
Ganja, fama, washa, shada, gelinya, washa kimbichwa, kirol na makucha, night kutwa, utakutwa, mujenge iyo nichi tujepini izo mamoshi. Yeah, that is about ganja.
After that, we head back to the library, and this is what happened.
Jina yangu ni Shaga. Shaga. Tunafanya Shaga. Shaga. Laga. Laga. Baga. Baga. Kuruka kama bango shit. Sawa tena. Shaga. Baga. Laga. Laga. Kuruka kama bango shit.
And so look, all of this is put together to put out a statement of awareness of art changes the world. Art carries the emotions, the interest. It carries the torch of evolution, change. It is the passion that pushes us to do certain things. So there's a place called KWETU in all of us. And this was my time in the space of KWETU that was in Nairobi. Let's get to this music. Get your popcorn, get your snacks, and enjoy this moment with Christiano Can and friends and a special guest. This amazing, amazing spirit. Bless you, thank you, and support art, because it is all of us. We are all pieces of art. Bless.
This one's called Let Love Lead.
Obviously wawili tumechoka, but you see, suffering makes us feel so safe. Maybe because we know it so well. Suffer because we choose to. Turn to God, the view. Tired of the cycle, making me feel so psycho. Wacha mapenzi iwe huru, wacha mapenzi idumu. Love's a fire that will never burn us, only purify us. Love's a fire that will never burn us, only purify us. So let love lead, let love lead, let love lead, let love lead. We don't feel each other like we used to. Kuna kitu imechange and that's the truth. What we've had was elemental, it's evolved. Nothing stays the same but change. Itabidi to engage. Situkae chini tuongee. We want to know more, no more assumptions. Clean and clear conversation, peaceful transition. Love's a fire, love's a fire that would never burn us, only purify us. Oh, love's a fire, love's a fire that would never burn us, only purify us. Love's a fire, love's a fire that would never burn us, only purify us. Love's a fire, love's a fire that would never burn us, only purify us. So let's love me, let's love me, let's love me, let's love me. So let's love me, let's love me, let's love me, let's love me.
I love rumba because my grandpa introduced it to me when I was really young. Kuja kwangu mimi na kuenzi, unatafuta mapenzi mbali. Nitakuangalia meza weketi shiba, sema zako shida, niko hapa kusikiza. Duniani kuna shida, hapa tuko sawa. Shika mikono yangu leo, niko dawa. Occasional selfishness never harm nobody. The slower you breathe, the more to you life reveals. I've been calling and calling and calling, secretly hoping that you would be waiting too. We've been reluctant from noon. I've got so much in store for you, yeah, 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 yeah. Maombi yangu yamejibiwa leo, leo, leo. Maombi yangu yamejibiwa leo, 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 leo. Hujawahi wanasema lakini mimi najua mamanzi umepata yao ni kupitia, hawakutosha mboga na wewe hujashiba vizuri, ulikuja kabega utapata plus more. I'm what you're looking for, take something new, the old you should let go, take your ego out the door, I have no need for your past, let the future wait, it's the present I adore. Mimi na wewe mipango tutengeze ya kusonga mbele na kufika kilele, wacha wao waseme usiku walale, najua wanijua na mimi kupenda kelele.
Maombi yangu yamejibiwa leo, leo, leo. Maombi yangu yamejibiwa leo, leo, leo.
So to get started, there's something cool about Aching that she said, or what you experienced in her exhilaration in moments, is that for musicians, creators, when you share your art, then no matter what the medium is, it's therapy. So sometimes, like, for me, there are these moments when people clap, it's like, after a song, it's like, man, that was my therapy. Imagine walking out of the therapist's office and this is a whole bunch of people going like this. So sometimes, like, when I see that moment, I felt you, so I get that. What y'all don't realize is that this is choir rehearsal. I ain't never played with this thing. Right? I'm trying not to get there, man. You know, I'm trying to be nice. I'm really holding back right now. Like,
you, man.
I've been holding back all day, because seriously, had I been like fully just out and just not observing, I would have hugged all y'all about twice, like 2 times right now. That's just me. So, I'm gonna hug you through this music. Feel free to sing along, clap. But I'm gonna ask you to do 3 things, and then the rest is all on y'all. Whatever happens after that, I ain't got shit to do with it. So look, the first thing, just to make sure that this is clear, that we're all together in this room, and just to see who got rhythm and who don't, we're gonna do a call and response. I'm gonna say something, you gonna say something back on rhythm. That's the key, on rhythm. Some of y'all motherfuckers been saving your rhythm You've been saving your rhythm for a whole year, because New Year's is coming. You like, I'm gonna get this shit down this year. But look, I can use a little of it right now, just in your words. So, when I say boom, I want you to say bap. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, that's good. You done saved up a nice pocket of rhythm for New Year's. So the second thing, greetings. When I say hey, hey, I want you to say, what's up? Like, you know the old Kung Fu flick movies when the lips is out of sync and shit, and you're like, this is my favorite movie. So when I say, hey, hey, you say, what's up? I like the effort. That's how I know y'all creative. Because a random motherfucker on the street ain't gonna say, what's up? They just not. They gonna, what's wrong with you, man? Hey, hey. What's up? Alright. Now the last thing is the most fun. You see, before you got here, I had this idea to do a magic trick to like change the whole ambience of this room. So I'm gonna ask that everybody in the room stand up. Stand up. Ooh, uh-oh. What's about to happen? What's up? In the corner, everybody, I'm looking at you. Joy, come on, Joy. Who's up? All right. Oh, Selena. I knew I was going to have to call your name. I'm glad I can see you on the steps, Selena. Selena, you're a part of this experiment. So look, everybody in this room right now, to start the night with me, I need you to find someone in this room right now that you never met and give them a hug. That's it. Okay, you touchy-feely motherfuckers, come on, this is... Yes, that's how much love. You don't want to stop hugging, and it's good to just squeeze and embrace. Listen, you catch up. Reassume your positions. So the last introduction that Fadhilee didn't make, he didn't introduce Bubbles. Bubbles has been with me on about 200 shows in about 30 countries. Is really experienced. So hey, Bubbles. Hey, Bubbles. Bubbles can't hear your ass. All right, so look. Something that I find interesting about growing up, the term growing up, is that you hear these things, some people say it's a trap, little children look forward to it, and in the middle, when you start to figure it out, there's this clarity that comes. There's this sentiment about not growing up, and it's not about not taking on responsibilities, not standing up for what you believe in. Not growing up means don't lose the beauty and innocence of a child at play. For example, I saw this little boy. His mama bought him so many toys. He looked at them, then she gave him a plastic bottle to drink some water. He took the label off the bottle and played with that label for like 4 hours. Never looked at the toys. Because a child, when they play, is so serious. It's so serious. And that's what we admire. That's the space we try and create for children, that freedom to just be. And we lose that for ourselves at times. So when I say I'm not growing up, that means I'm not losing that playfulness, if y'all haven't noticed already. So this is called the Care Bear song. And yeah, this is gonna be some random awesomeness.
Hi, look. Roller skates, bones and spades, games we played till the last call. My mom made pies and cakes, and we ate till they were all gone. Fresh cakes baked every weekend. Ma, may I have another piece again? My life, where did this piece end? My life, here's another piece again. Hopscotching, breakdancing, beatboxing, double dutching, electric sliding. Hold your hand tight, cause my friends have arrived. Flip that frown to a smile, cause it's time to get down on the dance floor. Let your hands go, glass in the air, float without a care. This is the Care Bear song. Please pass this bear hug along. I don't wanna grow up, and I don't think that I will. This is the Care Bear song. Please pass this bear hug along. I don't wanna grow up, and I don't think that I will. I'm not growing up, I'm not growing up, hey. I don't think that I will. I'm not growing up, I'm not growing up, hey. I'm not growing up, I'm not growing up. I'm not growing up, I'm not growing up. Yeah, look. First kisses, birthday wishes. My wish is you don't forget this. Let's do something ridiculous, like have a group hug and kiss. Bartender, it's family dinner. Please pass grandma's Brandy Alexander. Spankings were signs of love, though I have had enough. T-ball next batters up. B-ball, my game is so clutch. Hot top fades, afros and braids. Hot damn hammer, pair of shoe pants. Miss Mary Mackin with Jack and Jill, who happen to be cracker jacking. My box is rocking. Good to see your head bopping. This is the Care Bear song. Please pass this bear hug along. I don't wanna grow up, don't think that I will. This is the Care Bear song. Please pass this bear hug along. I don't wanna grow up, and I don't think that I will. I'm not growing up, I'm not growing up. I don't think that I will. I'm not growing up, I'm not growing up. I don't think that I will. I'm not growing up, I'm not growing up, no, no. I don't think that I will. I'm not growing up, I'm not growing up, yeah, 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 yeah. So, I kind of want y'all to see this visual, because this is real stuff like we used to do. Like, you just cause you big don't mean you shouldn't want to go down the water slide face first before all the little badass children come kicking you in your face. You can slide down that water slide, you ain't too old. So look, I got so much to say. Yeah, look. Broke lawnmowers and old cars, we turned those into go-karts. Pushed by hands most times, cause the engine would not start. Hopping from one roof to another, Peter Pan is my phone number. Captain Hook's looking for us, Batman and Robin hopped in. Heard Robin Hood just got him a brand new buried treasure. We got buried with pleasure in cinder and whatever would keep our day going. Heard my mommy's looking for me, guess it's time to go home before the street lights come on. This is the Care Bear song. Please pass this bear hug along. I don't wanna grow up, and I don't think that I will. This is the Care Bear song. Please pass this bear hug along. I don't wanna grow up, and I don't think that I will. I'm not growing up, I'm not growing up. I don't think that I will. I'm not growing up, I'm not growing up. I don't think that I will. I'm not growing up, I'm not growing up, eh. I don't think that I will. I'm not growing up, I'm not growing up, eh, 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 eh. This is the Care Bear song. Yeah, yeah. Please pass this bear hug along.